Good morning or afternoon. I do these in the morning, so I keep thinking you're here at the same time I am. But welcome back. Today we're talking about the look. I know you know what the look is. We've all been raised with the look. When our parents give us the look, they don't even have to say a word. We know. We either need to stop what we're doing, we need to get it together. It could be a look of frustration. It could be a look of disappointment, anger. We all know this look because we've gotten the look. My kids have gotten the look on many occasions. I remember I got the look many times, but I remember a time when me and my brother both got the look, and we were younger, and we were running in the house, chasing each other, just having us a big time. Mom was in the kitchen mopping. She had already told us to stop running in the house. We didn't stop running. We just kept going. We just kept on and on until we come flying down the hallway straight into the kitchen, and both our feet came out from under us, and we went sliding across the kitchen floor, slammed up into the cabinets. We jerked around and looked at Mom, and we were getting the look. Mop in hand, and we were getting the look. He and I both jumped up and ran back to the back of the house as fast as we could. So we knew it. We knew we were done. She had told us not to be doing it. And we just sat back there and waited because we thought, yeah, we're done. We're in trouble. She's about to come get a hold of us. And little did we know, she's in the kitchen laughing hysterically at us because she later tells us that the looks on our faces was priceless. She knew that we knew that we messed up. So that was one of many looks that we got growing up. That was probably the only time we got the look that we didn't get in trouble. Because, I mean, it was funny, but we were like, oh, we're done. We're done. But, the look, it speaks volumes. The look, everyone knows what it's about. So today we're looking, have you ever looked at the story of Peter's denial of Jesus in the book of Luke? Because the look is mentioned in here. And it's only mentioned in the book of Luke. And I would assume because Luke's a doctor, he's a more detailed writer. And, he notices things that maybe other people don't notice. So in Luke 22, starting in verse 54, but we'll flip back over to verse 31. And this is where they were in, the Lord's Supper, and Jesus is telling Peter that he's going to deny him. So in verse 31, it says, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, and that thou fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee, but both into prison and to death. And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day before thou shalt thrice deny me that thou knowest me." So he's already told him what he's going to do. Then when you skip over to verses 54, it says, "Then they took him and led him and brought him into the high priest's house, and Peter followed afar off. And when they had kindled a fire in the midst of the hall, and were sat down together, Peter sat down among them. But a certain maid beheld him, and as he sat by the fire, and earnestly looked upon him, and said, This man was also with him. And he denied him, saying, Woman, I know him not. And after a little while, another saw him and said, Thou art also of them. And Peter said, Man, I am not. And about the space of 1 hour after another, confidently affirmed, saying, Of a truth, this fellow also was with him, for he is a Galilean. And Peter said, Man, I know not what thou sayest. And immediately, while he yet spake, the cock crew. And the Lord turned and looked upon Peter. And Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said unto him, Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. And Peter went out and wept bitterly. I mean, the look. Can you imagine getting that look from Jesus? This man Jesus could have totally annihilated you right then. And he simply gave you the look. I know how I feel or felt when I got the look from my parents, whether that was disappointment or frustration or anger, them being upset with me for something that I did. I know how that made me feel. But when I think about Jesus giving Peter the look, how do you think that Peter felt in that moment? I mean, he obviously was ashamed because he realized what he had done. He has done exactly what Jesus told him he was going to do. The first time it gets hard and he bails. So can you imagine not just the look for Peter, but what about the look for Jesus? What do you think the look meant for him? Was his look one of love? Was it disappointment? I mean, here he has spent so much time with him, teaching him and making disciples of them. And the first hard thing, you run, you bail. Do you think maybe he felt maybe rejected, maybe sad, heartbroken? That these are the people that you've spent so much time with and you've invested so much time and energy in. And the first thing that happens, do you think that Jesus had that look of mercy, grace, of knowing that I'm about to go to the cross for things just like this? You know, I sit here and think about trying to put myself in Peter's situation, but how many times have we done that? You know, we get the look from our parents, but have you ever thought about getting that look from Jesus? Where we failed him, where we have failed like Peter has. Have we caused him pain? Have we caused him hurt? Have we caused him to be heartbroken over the things that we do, the things that we say? That's a hard one. That's a hard one to think about when you think that maybe we've hurt Jesus by our actions, that he's frustrated with us. I'm very thankful for his forgiveness, for his second chances, third, fourth, fifth, all of the chances and the patience that and the mercy that he extends to us when we slip up, when we don't behave as we know we should. just like our parents teach us and tell us, you don't need to do this. And he tells us in his word what we're to be about, what we need to do, what we don't need to do. So the look speaks volumes. We all know what it means. And I don't ever want the look again because I've seen it. And I pray that you take this and just think on it. Think about the things that you've gotten to look for. But when I think about getting the look from my parents, I think now, after seeing that, Jesus was looking at me the same way, because I wasn't doing what my parents asked me to do, or I was disobedient. So, very thankful for forgiveness and for Him not just wanting to wipe us out every time we mess up. I feel like I've been in Peter's shoes a lot. And I don't like those shoes. So prayerfully we do better, because I don't want him to be heartbroken over something I did or didn't do. So I hope that you have a great week. Happy Monday. Let me just lay this on you on Monday morning. But we all got to learn. We all got to grow. So it was a hard one for me. But you guys have a good week, and thank you for being here. See you next time.